Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to start with the chapter 12, friction. In this chapter we are going to discuss about causes of friction, factor affecting friction, types of friction, fluid friction. In this we are going to discuss about friction due to liquids and gases, and last, friction is necessary evil. So students, let us begin with the chapter. In chapter 11 we have already discussed about frictional force. We have taken the example of ball and a bicycle. Now rolling ball gradually stops. Why? Because it is a force of friction between the surface of ball and the ground, which opposes the motion of a ball. Same way, what another example we have taken of bicycle. When we stop paddling a bicycle, it gradually slows down and finally comes to rest. Again, it is due to the frictional force between the surface of wheel of bicycle and the ground. So frictional force means what? The force that acts along the two surfaces in contact and which opposes the motion of one body over the other is called force of friction. In simple language, what we can say? A force which opposes the motion, we can say frictional force. Now students, let us discuss about causes of friction. Now when we try to move one sandpaper over the other, the movement is not smooth. That is, there is a friction due to the interlocking of rough surface. Now this rough surface can be seen through a microscope in the form of tiny hills and valleys. Now students, let us take another example of it to understand more clearly. We have taken one wooden block and we are pulling it over the table. So here two surfaces are there, surface of wooden block and surface of wooden table. Now these tiny hills and valleys present on both the surface, that is on the surface of wooden block and on the surface of table in contact. They are in contact, okay? Both the surfaces are in contact of wooden block and wooden table. So they get entangled with one another. Entangled means they get interlocked, okay? So this interlocking of two surfaces oppose the motion of one body over the another and give rise to frictional force. Now students, let us discuss about factor affecting friction. So friction also depends on two factors, that is nature of surface in contact with each other, and second is weight of the body. So if surface first, okay, the nature of surface. If rough surface is there, then more friction, and if smooth surface is there, then less friction. Second is the weight of the body. If more weight is there, then more friction. Less weight is there, then less friction. Now students, let us discuss about types of friction. So types of friction are static friction, limiting friction and kinetic friction. In kinetic friction, we are going to discuss about sliding friction and rolling friction. So students, let us discuss about types of friction, that is static friction, limiting friction and kinetic friction one by one. So first is static friction. So static friction means what? It is the opposing force that comes into play when one body tends to move over the surface of another, but actual motion has not started, is called static friction. Means here in picture, in this image, you can see that how the person is moving the heavy box. So here the force, okay, which prevents the motion, so it is not allowing that heavy box to move. So that force we are saying static friction. Okay, it does not allow two bodies to slide upon one another. So here two bodies we can say of heavy box and surface of ground. Okay, so that opposing force which prevents the motion, that opposing force we are saying static friction. Now second is limiting friction. Now if you move a heavy box from one place to another, the force required to overcome the friction at instant the box starting to move from the rest. So it is called limiting friction. Means here you can see that now it has started to move. Okay, movement has not started. Now it is at the verge of moving. So here friction has been reduced. Okay, but it has not been disappeared. Now the heavy box is going to move. It is at the verge of moving. So that type of opposing force we are saying limiting friction. So what another definition we can take? The maximum value of static friction is called limiting friction. Or we can say limiting friction is a maximum opposing force that comes into play when one body is just at the verge of moving over the surface of another body. Means now it is going to move. Okay, so that opposing force we are saying limiting friction. Kinetic friction. Now when we increase the applied force slightly beyond the limiting friction, we see that the box begins to slide slowly. So this does not mean that friction has been disappeared. It means that friction has only been decreased. Okay, the movement of the box has been started. Why? Because we have increased our force. Okay, we have increased our force on it. So the movement has been started. As soon as we will decrease our force, the heavy box will stop moving. Okay, so while increasing the applied force, we see the box begins to slide slowly. So here this frictional force has been decreased. It has not been disappeared. So this new frictional force is called kinetic friction. Now students, let us discuss about types of kinetic friction, that is sliding friction and rolling friction. First is sliding friction. The opposing force that comes into play when one body is actually sliding over the surface of another body is called sliding friction. Now students, here you can see in this slide that how the penguin is sliding on a snow. So as snow is smooth surface, so there will be a less friction. So here the opposing force is called sliding friction. Second example, what you can see of wooden block. So how the wooden block is moving over a flat surface? It is sliding. So here the opposing force again is said to be a sliding friction. Second is rolling friction. The opposing force that comes into play when one body is actually rolling over the surface of another body is called rolling friction. Now here you can see that how the person is carrying the heavy bags, or we can say heavy box, with the help of cart, okay, with wheels. Okay, so here the opposing force will be there. Okay, and here the opposing force is said to be rolling friction. Second example, what you can see in this slide is of ball. So ball is rolling on a flat surface and it gradually stops. So here again the opposing force will be there, due to which it stops. So that friction is said to be rolling friction. Now students, let us understand this rolling friction and sliding friction through this activity. So things needed: a wooden block, a spring balance, wooden table and 3-4 pencil. Method. Now place a rectangular wooden block on a smooth table top. Now attach a spring balance to its hook and gently pull the spring balance in the horizontal direction. Now note the reading of a spring balance. Now repeat the same by placing 3-4 pencils parallel to each other under the wooden block. You can see in figure B. Okay, and these 4 pencils will act as a rollers. Now again note the reading of the spring balance. So what you are going to observe? You will notice that the force required to slide the wooden block in B is less than in A. So from this what we have concluded? That rolling friction is less than the sliding friction. Now here sliding friction can be replaced by rolling friction. So this can be achieved by using wheels, ball bearings and roller bearings. So this we are going to discuss later in this chapter. Okay. So here the roller skates have been provided with tiny wheels. Now these wheels have very small rolling friction and which helps in fast motion of the skater. Now you can see that these days luggages such as suitcase are provided with the wheels. So even a child can pull such type of luggage. So these wheels have very small rolling friction. So that is the reason it is convenient to pull luggage fitted with rollers.